Today, I would like to honor one of my former high school teachers, Mr. Ron Meeks. Mr. Meeks' specialty was business. He taught sports management, entrepreneurship, business law, money matters, and marketing finance. During my junior year of high school, I was placed in a class named Co-op. In this class, I got to go to school for half of the day, and I was expected to leave and go to work for the remainder. Since I was unable to obtain a job, my classes were switched. I was placed into Mr. Meeks' entrepreneur class, and I had no idea that it would become one of my most memorable classes. One day, we were assigned a project related to marketing. Mr. Meeks pulled me aside and praised me for my work ethic, thinking skills, and he offered me a spot in an organization that he led called DECA. I never intended to take his class, nor did I plan to be in DECA, but it was an experience that changed my life. Mr. Meeks spent weeks reviewing test-related questions, quizzing me, and giving me feedback on my performance. I had no idea what DECA was, and Mr. Meeks demonstrated patience and dedication towards teaching me. The day of the test, Mr. Meeks gave me some words of encouragement, and he reassured me that based on all of the practice that we had, that he had confidence in me. After waiting a few weeks for the results, I found out that I passed. I was more than grateful for Mr. Meeks because without his help, I would not have succeeded. Part 2 of this competition was determined by a one-on-one presentation. Mr. Meeks acted as a judge and gave me helpful advice and feedback on my presentation. After a few weeks of practicing, I competed at district level and I advanced to state competition. Continuously, my senior year, I remained in DECA and made it to state once again. If it wasn't for Mr. Meeks, I would have lacked confidence and I would have constantly been doubting myself. He was a mentor and an overall great teacher. During the state competition, awards were also given to advisors all over the state of Texas. Mr. Meeks was the only teacher in Texas who sponsored DECA and won an award for over 45 years of service. He served in the organization for over 45 years, and for this, he was awarded. My peers and I clapped loud and proud for Mr. Meeks, and we treated him to dinner afterwards. Mr. Meeks was a member of DECA himself and taught others his knowledge for over 60 years in total. After the 2020 competition, Mr. Meeks gave us a farewell speech and thanked us for being cooperative, wise, and patient individuals. His speech was emotional and even got some of the students tearing up because we knew that this was our goodbye, as he announced that he was retiring. He claimed that his last task was to serve us. Mr. Meeks was so passionate for his job. He pushed his students to do their best and had confidence in each and every one of them. I would like to honor Mr. Meeks for never giving up on me and for making an impact in my personal and in my educational life. His dedication never went unnoticed, and he is a constant inspiration and role model to many. His legacy will forever live on in Pearland High School, as he is one of the many advisors who won many awards and led many students into successful competitions. Thank you again, Mr. Meeks.